going to be talking today about yurts and all of these alternative living styles that mean that we can live outside of urbanised society and get what we need from the land and be fully self-sustained. You see, most of the living nowadays is completely unsustainable, and societal collapse money-wise and through resource-wise when the resources aren't being renewed. So that's why we're taking it back to this level, and we're going to go a little bit au naturel. Alright, now would you like to see inside a yurt, how really nice and cosy it really is? Really. Wow, see, as you see in here, a nice cosy area is created by wall hangings, sheepskins, and it's a nice big space for a large amount of people. Last night 12 people slept in here, all snug and sound, and all helped by this bad boy. Wood burning fire, still alight. Yeah, get some real heat off that thing. Hotter than central heating any day. As we speak, just behind me, a yurt is being built by a lot of underprivileged youth.
I don't think they're underprivileged, they're just the fact that they're not in education.
Well, no, it's not just that though, Janie. The thing is, a lot of them have had a lot of hard times, and this is really the kind of core thing that's breaking them out. So there's a lot of good things. There's positive change all round, I think. Yeah. Hey, excuse me, sir. What are you doing today? Building a yurt. Are you having fun? Yeah.
I'm drilling holes. I'm gluing pieces of round wood together.
Like glue stuff, man.
Really fun! Fantastic! Fantastico!
What good is life full of care? We have time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows.
You are about to be initiated by a group of ancient warriors into the mysterious art of yurt making. The equipment you will need can be easily sourced from recycled materials anywhere. The water boiler can be any closed metal container, like a gas bottle or a radiator. A steam box can be made from a corrugated plastic pipe, closed at one end with a door at the other end, which can be a bucket. The wheel is easy. It's the metal ring from an old cartwheel. The trellis jigs are 3 posts in a row, which can simply be banged in the ground. To burn the holes in the wheel, you can use a pickaxe head. For the trellis walls, we work out the length of each strut based on what we want the wall height to be. The trellis struts meet each other at 90 degrees, so we can work out the length of each strut using Pythagoras theorem, or if you want, a scale drawing. So we want our walls to be 155 centimetres high. So using Pythagoras, here is the right angle. Both these sides are 155 centimetres, giving the length of the struts to be 222 centimetres. So the holes, how many and where to drill them? We will use an 8-hole system for this yurt. Leaving 6 centimetres either end, the holes are 30 centimetres apart. The number of trellis struts is about double the number of rafters. So how many rafters? Well, If the holes are 30 centimetres apart and the struts meet at 90 degrees like this, then we can work out the top knot width, which is basically the horizontal distance between the trellis heads. This comes out as 42.4 centimetres. To find the number of rafters, we divide the yurt circumference we want by this top knot width. So for our yurt of 23 foot diameter, or 7 metres, the circumference is 22 metres. Remember, you get the circumference of a circle by multiplying the diameter by the magic number pi, or 3.14. So for our yurt, that gives us 52 rafters. Our rafters are 3.5 centimetres thick and 3.5 centimetres wide, and the only thing left is to work out how long they need to be, which we do with a scale drawing by drawing the 152 centimetre diameter wheel in the centre of the 7 metre yurt and choose a roof pitch of about 40 degrees. Remember to add about 7 centimetres on the rafter length for the bit that goes through the wheel. For this yurt, we came up with a rafter length of 325 centimetres. The wheel is made from 4 overlapping planks glued together after being steam bent. The planks are 10 centimetres wide and 1.5 centimetres thick, and the length of each one is half the circumference of the wheel plus 20 centimetres. Now our wheel is 5 foot or 1.5 metres in diameter. The circumference is 4.8 metres, so each plank is 260 centimetres long. They get joined like this.
The cities are going to go like crazy, and I think that it'd be nice to learn how to build a yurt, so like when all these people are like getting away from the city, gonna come here with no homes and things, so I could either rent one out just for a bit of extra money.
I'm here to learn how to build yurts, I guess, just mostly because it would be nice to take one to a festival every now and then and not be cold and wet because my tent's leaked for the 50th time in one weekend.
I'm here because I need actually something to prove that I'm doing homeschool, so I don't get put back into mainstream school, and that I don't want that to happen.
Just got out of jail now. I want to sort my head out. So before I get out of Fishguard and come up here, build a yurt. So.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Don't think the was deep enough.
In 2 years I'm leaving this country and going to Spain, and I plan on taking a yurt with me.
Well, basically this is Willow, and we're using Willow because it's flexy and easy to use and bendy. And we're going to be using this for the top wheel as an arch over the top wheel, and then that'll put the top cover over it, and then that'll hold it up and let the water flow, basically. And you can't keep this stuff on it, otherwise it'll end up just going brown and nasty, so you gotta do it like this and then dry it out, and then it'll be solid.
Oh, because I seen him walk past it yesterday.
Right, it's probably over here.
This is me shredding wood so it can make it, well, it won't rot then, so it's nice and clean, it looks better, and just better all the way round, doesn't it?
Needs to go in first.
Okay, up. Gently, guys. Gently. Right, bring this in. Okay. And up a bit more. Big breath. Big breath. Press it down on the where it wants to crack. Okay. Much. It needs to be much gentler. Yeah. This point wants support. So this point wants support down. This point wants to go up. Bit more. Give me a bit more slack. Bit more. Bit more. Up. Press on it. Right there. No, you're pressing. I need it. That's it. Right. Hang on. Right. And in more. Yeah, that's a good one.
This is the template, and they've got holes in there, and they were cutting the wood for the right size, and then
we're just chopping just a little bit off the end, and this one's a template, and this one's young cut. It's got to be pretty on the dot, because otherwise if it's longer and stuff, it's not going to match up to the circle all perfectly, and there'll be gaps, and don't want that, like. So.
Okay, right. So basically what I'm doing after it's been sawed, it's brought to me, and I put it on this bench in my bob. I have to line it up. Doesn't matter if it's a bit crooked or if it's straight or whatever, because as long as these, I have two template marker ones that have already been drilled with lines that I've pre-drawn. That's what I do. This one would have to be, has already been looked, so if the middle's fine. Put a line. So basically you do this all the way down. There's enough like markers and stuff so that I can get a straight enough line so that is accurate for them to drill.
Hello! Welcome to Yurt Building Fin and Fish. Right, this is for the trellis. So they've gone through several stages already. They've been cut to size, they've been marked for where the holes need to be drilled so the rope can be pulled through it and they can be tied together to make a crisscrossed wall.
Trellis.
Spherical trellis. When you're drilling the holes, there's lots of safety involved. Make sure you don't get your fingers in the way.
Steel toe cap boots.
And that the cable doesn't get tangled around the drill.
Raised off the ground so your drill bit does not hit the concrete and dull.
When you're drilling through something, the drill will go all the way through and drill whatever is underneath it. As you can see, there's lines all the way along which are marking where you need to drill the hole. It is quite important to drill it as close to the middle of the wood as possible. So when you're drilling, you need to make sure to line it up before you start drilling. If you want to get a lot done, because there is quite a lot of trellis pieces to drill, you need to do it, work out a strategy. Which we've put them next to each other so you can drill them over and over again and get the same line. Sorted. Do you want to go at drilling?
Howdy, I'm Fish. And what I'm going to be doing right now is taking our wall trellis pieces that we've already previously drilled the holes in to thread them together up off this workstation, follow me over here, and into this device on the left of me. Now, if you'd like to come over here, look up this hole, you'll see that I'm going to put the wood through into the steam tube on top of a platform with the rest of the wall pieces already in there. With the bucket at the bottom, so when the steam comes down the end of the tube and condenses and runs out to the bottom, it's on a framework to suspend the whole unit, to raise it up, because we all know heat rises. And If you come over here, you can see the way the vice is heated.
You don't want to take them out all at once.
Four is enough. One bunch.
And then
Up, press, down, yeah? Right, you do the next one.
Hold it. Be higher. Hold it down, man.
One of you, the three of you put it in.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've just taken some steamed pieces of plank out and we've bent them either side into this frame so that they'll hold their curve when they dry.
Right, we're currently tying the trellis together, which the walls of the yurt. There's 3 sections, which are all attached to each other. Yeah, everything's got to be good and tight, but it just takes time.
And now you step on it. I will step on it for you. Yeah. You pull it hard. Yeah. And then you keep the tension while you are putting it around. And then you keep the tension as long as you can with one finger, but keep the tension all the time, as long as and later on you can't hold it anymore, but you still can now. Yeah. So still keep pulling, keep holding and keep pulling. Yeah, yeah. Is that about maybe it slipped a little bit early, but
That's it. Yeah, well, I did it once, but that's
and then
Absolutely nothing. Sing it again. Whoa. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
good. No. Don't try how tight it is.
Yeah, that's much better.
It's fairly tight, isn't it? Yeah. We could still go tighter.
It could be more, yeah.
It could be tighter. Yeah, it's good.
So that's a lot better than it was before.
that. So it's under my thumb.
Oh, okay.
And it's still tight. And then when it gets to there, I'm going to squash it, my thumb down, and pinch the back with my finger so it can't slip.
Yeah. And then just pull on for it.
But I'm not going to pull too tight because then I'm going to. This is the kind of seat. I'm going to squash it. Both sides. And then really get it tight.
What I'm doing here is I'm shaving down the ends of the rafters, which are the roof beams, which will go into the central wheel. Now they've all got the points to go into the hole in the wheel, and they all have to be exactly the same angle. I'm obviously doing this with a plane to get a smooth finish, and yeah, basically they've all got to be the same. I was trying to use an electric plane, but it's really quite hectic, so a hand plane is a lot more precise. And yeah, there's quite a lot of them to do.
Right, and what we're doing here is we're getting all the rafters, the main beams that come from the centre circle down to the wall. We're getting all of them, and 4.5 centimetres from the bottom, drilling a hole, and then Charlie's putting the string through it so that we can attach it to the corner around the outside of the yurt. Yeah, and that's the whole thing that keeps the tension and keeps the roof at its point, really.
La sensation d'avoir pleinement mérité sa situation géographique invoque en chaque être la volonté d'un accomplissement ontologique. Car l'honneur que la création nous renvoie se répercute sur une population plus globale. Il est donc urgent de développer la réflexion paramétaphorique.
We've got to make the door for the yurt. So we've got to tenon these two pieces straight up for either side. So I've got to mark out where we're going to chisel by hand to make the tenons and mortises for it. So just measure twice and hopefully not have to buy more wood and do it again.
Right. Basically, one bit of the door frame fits in this hole I've made here, which if I've cut it correctly should fit okay. It's not quite wide enough yet, I think. Yeah, it's still a bit tight. Then, once that's in, the other bit will fit there and form one side of the door frame. It's not obviously not properly yet. And you'll have another one on the other side, and the door will fit down the middle. The idea is to make the joints, and then at the bottom they're going to be glued into the wood, and along here there's going to be screws going along holding these two bits of wood together. And that forms basically the door frame.
Just marking the holes in the wood where the screws are supposed to go to hold the door together.
You ready to build this yurt? Yeah, man.
2012, but into the past to delve. Like prior to the start, we were asked to take part. Agreed cause he believed in the heart. Knew I'd go prepared, smart. Knocked off an excuse for a tart when this life depart. And it's 2 weeks of work and fundraising, but we make sure that the fun stays in. Within our lives we're racing, only rest is blazing. Class A's we ain't craving. At work and got a new worker, Fawn, her back alley lurker. Working for us personal, rehearsing him for a fool. In the workshop he's just another tool with gangster dreams, thinking he's cool now. This is where my mind went. Bring the arrival of spirit's intent, and to my mind a message sent like spirituality be attaching itself to me. Relapse into the darkness I flee. That Sunday night before the yurt camp fright. 3 of us chilling delight in a yurt from Mongolia. 5 sheepskins comfort holding ya. It was all chill bonding. Then it got down to one thing, an excuse to kill. Fawn said to do it for the thrill, to taste the blood spill. I thought his mind was ill, even though I understood, cause I knew that I would. To push him I shouldn't, but I should. Power up my hands I could. Next day thinking about it, chopping wood. still preparing. 4 o'clock letting affairs in. My girlfriend arise to her beauty, there's no comparing. Chump step up, I'm layering, evilly staring. I can't keep my inner bearing. A guy turns up looking like a film star in a rental car. I was honing in, cause taking me and Finn to Estonia was a win. It's time to play, you ballin'? Motherfucker, I'm all in. Like 20 boys, the action and noise. Smoking high grade, instant man fade, eternal Everglade. Hands on my leg, tonight I'm gonna get laid. And don't step up, in my pocket there's a shiny blade. There's always one that hides in the shade when an idea forms of a yurt raid. It's a Tuesday, energy shift in the group, there's a rift. Some fall, others lift. Respect to the four, getting people to go through a mental door. When me, Fawn and Pixie go to the treehouse to be tricksy. For we get a fixie. As for Fawn, I made his mind torn. He had a habit for hash, so he took weed and cash. Committed crime for an hour and gave it to the people with the power. That night, as the fire burned bright, Rudy comes and makes things right. I say this all in hindsight, cause throughout the week I was learning to rhyme tight. As the day changes, I feel like I'm sleeping with strangers. The upbuilding was going well, but on the group mistrust fell. Fawn came to smoke a blunt with me, and his baggy Janie did see there was no use to flee. Me and Rudy did 2CB, we got wrecked. We're doing a filming project. When this life we select, the females I protect, never neglect. And in the evening, they were seating for a formal meeting. Watch the message that I'm tweeting, bulk up the heating. A sharing circle, and what I share is hurtful. About filling my arm with the drug of calm, yet still I got charm. Sweat builds on my palm. My mother-in-law looks at me with awe. This is my life, I'm taking you on a tour about how I grew up poor. The flats, people knocking on the door, and next morning I wake up yawning. This is my life, I'm drawn in to prove my mind I own. Yeah, I try to stay sober, I'm just trying to build a yurt, but my sober state makes me feel hurt. And the rain gets intense, more intense than when we were living intense. And it's causing the workshop bear offense. So she looks at me, Kern, this is my plea. Because of how the weather played, people are getting afraid. And you might say whatever, but I fucking controlled the weather. Mental power, I make the rain stop like water I devour. In the corner my demons cower. Late night, party kicks off and the drugs people scoff. If you want K, I'm here today. All the drugs pass my way, I have no care for what you say. It's our only first day, a lot more to tell, but oh well. Throughout the week, drugs we sell when it hasn't ended. From the people we befriended, it's still going on, even though it's the end of the song. Yo, Harriet, I'm ripping off your thong. The days of watching Cheek and Chong, they're all gone, burnt like the bong. And it's a Friday, yurt constructed, made the sun shone like a blade. It was all happy ending, positive vibes sending. Everyone was asked to leave, and the ones that didn't were homeless, believe. So they went to a struggling community, and the rest, well, that's soon to see.